Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the TCU Horned Frogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs getting going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched in most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself. Or
going for the big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
it's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Payne. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Rush right in his face. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the option. Now the pitch. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that time with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Finds his target.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Green Wave lines up mere inches away from converting on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll test the right side. He's got enough. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Shelton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. This time they'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. Guys,
he's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive... This is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Tulane right back to the line. Sells to fake. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
gun. He'll try to throw for it on third down. Complete to the right. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. They'll ride him again. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Horned Frogs offense. Field ready to get going. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. The 20, inside, into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Tulane right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Fighting off the defender. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Wants to throw one first. Finds his back in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Second down, going to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Goes high to pull it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Keeps it moving, it's Payne. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the number 8 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's Houston with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. They get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back over to your game inside Amon G. Carter Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Rid of it on the RPO. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The run inside. It's Payne. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And back to the air on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something.
Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, TCU.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And they'll miss the connection. on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Horned Frogs sideline, guys, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Holly, thank you. They're going to run it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Running inside, it's Payne. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking for running room. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Caught on the RPO. Shakes off the defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Keeps it on the ground. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Running it to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. big situations arise in games, they're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. And you